Yeah, let's go into flower because it's just gonna continue the same way we had dropping in front, dropping behind, and we also had lifting behind, or lifting in front, lifting behind, whichever order you want to do. We can do that with the sword. Dropping in front, dropping behind, or lifting. I like to lift behind with the sword. It just feels natural to start that way. And then lifting in front, behind, in front, behind, in front. Let's get all four of those solid and clear. I'm holding close to the guard here, and I have it almost at my shoulder as if I'm gonna like get away. I'm shooting the sword. I have one teacher, he spoke on using Shunfa, body mechanics, body way of doing things. And so like he had a movement with the broadsword where you shoot it out, come down, extend. And when he shot it out, he was like a fish out of water. That was the visual he gave. It's not just move the sword, close the sword. It's not just very mechanical. It's when I shoot the sword out, I'm also shooting my chest out. My clothes are flowing around me. My hair is flowing out around me. My spine is blowing. I'm so that's kind of where I get this idea of yeah, I had some trouble with that teacher. We butt heads, but he gave me that pearl, that jewel of wisdom that I still use. So now you get to use it. Yes. So how does that relate to the flower? Starting here, I'm using my body to push. Some people might just start here. The blade is up, the blade falls, the blade comes up. That's fine. I like to add my upper body into it. This fish out of water, if we're really going to exaggerate, like that. But anyway, starting here, sending it, dropping it, flicking it up. So I have to almost let go of the handle. Not literally let go. I still keep thumb, forefinger very close, very attached. So I have a connection, I have a grip. But my other three fingers loosen up here, and then they tighten here. If I keep the whole thing tight, it's going to be hard to get a smooth circle. So I'm holding the sword tight. I let gravity take it down, and I just roll the sword down, and then I tighten again. That's dropping it in front, lifting it. Dropping it behind is the same idea. I'm almost letting go, but I still keep the thumb and forefinger intact, in connection. Let it roll near my butt, near my lower back, near my shoulder, my scapula, my neck, my blocks, and then I come up here. Drop it, roll it, pick it up. So this is very exaggerating of the letting go, of the almost letting go. When I actually do it, I don't usually do all that. I usually do more like that, like almost letting go. Yeah, this is how I'll actually do it. But I like to open the fingers here so you can see, so I can more, demonstrate this looseness that happens, and then gripping it again. Drop it behind, grip it. Drop it behind, drop it in front, grip it. Drop it behind, grip it. In front, grip, behind, grip. Every time I finish, there's this is where there can be some noise, yeah. And then just don't stop here. After I lift it up, I just let momentum carry it down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and behind, in front. Just like with the wheel arm, we want to use our waist. Probably going to be using less of an extreme waist movement. With the wheel arm, it's very, very twisty, turny in the waist. With this, it's more like Tai Chi. Tai Chi has these big circular motions, but sometimes we tighten those motions up and get a smaller, more internal circle. That's what we're doing. That's what I tend to do with this. So I'm not really twisting too much with the hip. It's a small, subtle, but very potent turn. Turn, 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 turn. As a downward in front, downward behind. Let's go. I'll face away so you can follow. Downward in front, downward behind. In front, behind. In front, behind. And really just get this as smooth as possible. If you need to practice it slow, that's fine. If you're more experienced and you've already got this smoothness, Then practice your endurance. Practice your rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Practice your hip motion. I want you to be able to access this video at any level, whatever level you're at, make use of it. Left hand, same thing. Start here, at the shoulder, pushing, casting out this fishing rod, making your body move like a fish out of water. Just very fluid, flowy. That's mostly for my first flower. I'll tend to do a slightly bigger flower, like wah, get away from me, or wah, and get into a position to do my next movement, whatever it is. After the first flower, then I just let momentum go. So the first flower is me injecting force into this sword, into this motion. And then from there, I just continue it. In front, behind, in front, behind. Yeah, maybe I step with it. Pa, 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 pa. Maybe I walk with it. Or when we get to the third session, we'll be doing some traveling across the floor with this motion. But for now, you can just do one in front, one behind. Roll it along the wrist, relax the wrist and roll it. It helps sometimes to have a very heavy sword. A very heavy sword. I wouldn't suggest moving very quick with a sword like this because look how sharp, look how heavy. So I wouldn't use this to practice very quick, but it is a useful practice to feel the weight. Feel the weight dropping and lifting, and just be real careful directing a sword like this. If you have like a katana or something that's really heavy metal, yeah, it's good practice to find this flow, to find this, rolling of the wrist, but just be sensitive, be conscientious, and make sure you really direct the blade so it doesn't come in contact with anything you don't want sliced. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. One in front, one behind. Front, behind. Face away so you can follow. I start at my shoulder, I shoot it, drop it, lift it. Drop it, lift it. My hips turn here, my hips turn here. Here and here. Here and here and here and here. Here, here. That's enough with this big, scary, beautiful, golden Jian. There's a replica of a Han Dynasty. Old school Jian. But let's get to our modern practice Jian and continue. Those were our downward circles. Those were 2 downward circles. Let's do 2 upward circles now. And just really get them. I know this is probably a review for anyone who's done sword before. It's very much review. But it's how you build your vocabulary. It's how you build your fluency for when we do the very fun combinations that are coming in just one video from now. All right, we did down in front, down behind. Let's do up behind, up in front. When we go down, we start from blade up. When we go up, we're going to be starting from blade down. So let's start down here, and I lift, like uppercut, like something's here. I'm slicing up. Wow. And then I let it roll by my shoulder, roll by my shoulder blades, my elbow, my back, lower back, and then bring it up. Like, ha, I see you. Ha, I lift up. So I tossed it up behind me, and I lift it up in front, toss it up in front of me, lift it up behind. So once behind my body, once in front of my body. If this feels nice, you can keep the axis down here by your hip, same way we had it when we were doing downward circles. 1 and 2 and 3 and remember this tassel should be part of your movement. The same way I'm tossing the blade, I should also be tossing the tassel. If the tassel is getting in your way, take it out of the equation for a moment. But eventually, you should be using that weight for both the downward circles and the upward circles. The tassel is an indication that you're moving the whole sword in harmony. You're moving the blade, and you're moving the handle, and you're rolling, and you're letting momentum carry you. All right, so as I was saying, you could keep the axis right here, or you could move the axis. This is another version that I find sometimes comes easier to people. So when we do this elbow moving version, which is going to be very useful for our combinations in a moment, what we do is we start here, toss the blade behind us, and then instead of just lifting it up here, we're going to carry the tail. I call this the tail of the sword, the tassel part, the lower part of the handle, the butt of the sword. Carry it, drop it, and then begin again. Toss up behind, carry the tail, the tassel. Drop it behind near my hip, directly to the side of my hip. And then when I come up here, I'm lifting and even leading with my chest. Drop it. Once behind, carry it. And this carry could be, this is kind of a block structure. Like someone, if you have kali sticks and someone could come at you with your kali stick, you could block. This is the feeling of twisting out, forming a block. But we're just not gonna stop at the block. Maybe you will when you do a form, a routine. But for now, we're gonna move through that block. Drop it, toss it, twist down. So this could be coming very sideways, or it could be coming very high. So after maybe I don't twist down here, maybe I twist up here, and then block up here. Maybe just shift the whole thing higher. This is a move I like to do. I like to do this with the staff too. Is my staff here? Yeah, it's right here. I'd love to do this move when I'm performing staff. Wow, don't have so much space here, but if I was really going wild with it, it'd be like, wow, I don't want to knock over anything, but this feeling, one circle behind, one circle up high, behind my body, lift. And when you go fast, you performing with a staff and you do that fast, crowd goes crazy every time without fail. I don't have the room to go fast with the staff, but I can go fast with this. So watch, behind, up, and this is when we can start to use our sword fingers. Always our other hand should be in sword finger mode. 2 fingers straight, thumb bent. But oftentimes I'll just leave those 2 fingers, leave those sword fingers at the shoulder in a safe place. Maybe I'll have my hand at my hip. Maybe I'll have my hand behind me, below me. But when I carry this across, I tend to use my left elbow and my left sword fingers to move. 1, 2, 1, 2. So again, this movement could be more sideways or it could be more up, just depending on whatever comes next. Let's try that. I'll face away a couple times. Behind, twist. Behind, twist. My arm is straight, my arm is bent. I toss the sword behind and then I carry my elbow and the sword. 1, carry it. 2, carry it. And use the whole body and really flow with it. Let's try left hand, same thing, just to even it out. Behind, carry. Behind, carry. Behind, carry. Behind, carry. Let this flow. 1, it falls, and then you pick up the handle. You pick up the blade, let the blade fall behind you, and then you pick up the tassel, the tail of the sword, and let that fall. Rise, fall, rise, fall. This could be a low movement and cross the body, low and across, or it could be a high movement and above the body. Same motion, it's just putting it in a different arena. In this case, my right hand can now help me twist. If I do that facing away, if you want to follow, 1 and 2 and. I think you can tell I'm a little more fluent holding this in my right hand than holding it in my left. That's why even for me, this is very useful. My right hand feels very natural with this. My left hand could use some work. So do not neglect either hand. Next motion. Yeah, let's just go for like 10 more minutes. Yeah, let's just string this together, 10 more minutes. That's 2 circles, 2 flowers, but let's also do one flower behind, tuck, unfurl, 3 flowers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1 flower behind, tuck, unfurl. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Start very slow. And again, if you want that heavy sword feeling, to give you a sense of really where this is going, you drop and lift. Drop and lift. Don't forget to lift very high here, and then you can let it drop again as you unfurl. Drop, drop, drop. The unfurl happens, starts at my hip, and then I use my elbow to carry a big circle in front. 1, 2, 3. So the sword is near my hip, near my back, from my hip again to then in front of me, in front of my chest, in front of my face. 1, 2, hip, and then unfurl. You could do a big unfurl like that, a big reveal. Alternatively, you could do a small little reveal and keep the whole thing by your hip. It's another variation. So you could do this big variation. I tend to do this when I want to slow down and emphasize that motion. Slow down and emphasize. But if I want to hide it, then I just keep it down here. Keep that unfurl happening here. When we do the 5 circle in just a moment, we really want to hide that third unfurl and then make this big. So when we just do 3, it's going to be 1 small, 2 small, 3 big. 1 small, 2 small, 3 big. When we do 5, it's going to be 1 small, 2 small, 3 small, 4 big, 5 really big. So 1 small, 2 small, 3 small, 4 big, 5 really big. But let's just do the 3 a couple more times. I'll face away. Drop it, tuck it, unfurl. Drop, tuck, 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 unfurl. And a drop and a tuck, unfurl. Left hand, same thing. Start here. Drop it behind. Tuck it. Twist and unfurl. This is a big unfurl where I'm using my elbow, carrying the handle and letting the blade follow. Drop, tuck, big unfurl. Drop, tuck, unfurl. Drop, tuck, unfurl. Or we could do drop, tuck, unfurl. 1, 2, 3. We could do a small unfurl, keeping it close to our hip and just quick. That's going to be more rapid. And it's going to be more big, powerful. So different versions. Either way, you can whip it once you get comfortable. Then you can add that whipping. The tassel is going to make some noise. The blade is going to make some noise. That's next level. Facing away. Drop, tuck, unfurl. Drop, tuck, unfurl. I like, when I'm starting, I like to start with my sword fingers behind me. It's just a nice stylistic choice. But the sword fingers always want to be in a safe place. So that's not a safe place. It's no good. As I begin the movement, I sneak my sword fingers to my shoulder, and then I keep them there for the remainder. So sometimes I will start here, like, what's a good movement? Maybe I'll start here, and then put them on my shoulder. So you have this, that happens. That's whatever hand. If I'm doing it in the right hand, same thing. My left sword fingers, I tend to start behind me, and then I sneak them to a safe place. Sneak to a safe place. And keep them there, and then maybe I move them again, do whatever. Let's finish that left hand a couple more times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, starting back here maybe. And then I sneak the hand here. But don't worry too much about the non-dominant hand, the non-sword hand. Right now this is level 101, so mostly just try to get that smooth. That was 3 circles. Let's go to 5 circles. 5 circles is going to look like this. Beginning the same way, maybe behind or careful, either behind or already at the shoulder. I'm going to start behind. Drop behind, tuck, and now small unfurl. That's going to lead into big rising. This rising, I want the blade to really be low. It's not straight up like that. I'm lifting the tassel up and letting the blade follow. I think of this as a paintbrush. My hand and the handle are a paintbrush. The blade should be the trail of paint, the line of ink. It's trailing me, trailing me, trailing me, trailing me. So this movement, this 5 circle movement, is 3 drops, dropping once, dropping twice, dropping a third time, and then 2 lifts. When I lift, I really twist my body, lift, like forming a blocking structure. I'm lifting and blocking, dropping, lifting and blocking, dropping, and then here I am ready to begin again. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. 1 lift to my left shoulder, 1 lift to my right shoulder. And I'm in a good position to start. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. 4th movement, which is a lift. 5th circle, which is another lift. 1st circle, 2nd circle, 3rd circle. 4th, 5th. And remember the intensity, the magnitude of the flower when we were doing 3, it looked like 1 small, 2 small, 3 big. 1 small, 2 small, 3 big. Now we're doing 1 small, 2 small, 3 small, 4 big, 5 big. You could do 3 big and 4 big, but that's overkill. You could also do 3 small, 4 small, 5 small. You can play around with the amplitude, see what feels right. But I am going to just do it in this rhythm. Drop 1 small, 2 small, 3 small, 4 big, 5 big. Drop for 3. That's my 3rd drop. Rise for 2. Rise 1, rise 2. Drop, drop, drop. Rise 1, rise 2. Drop, drop, drop. Rise 1, rise 2. When I rise, my left hand can maybe lead with the elbow. My left hand could do a big circle, leading with the fingers. I can make that. My sword hands, my sword fingers, tend to be a way of piercing, finding a focal point, or drawing a trail. Drawing a trail that my blade then follows. Sword finds a focal point. The blade goes there. Yes, so in this case, ba, 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 my fingers lead the way and my sword follows. So I tend to do this very big sword finger on number 4, and then I close them on number 5. 1, 2, 3, expand big. And when I expand big, I really lift up. This is going to come in clutch when we do our traveling combination. In just a little bit, just lifting. Let's try that with the other hand. But we're coming close to an hour, so got to wrap this up soon. So let's just quickly try it with the left hand. Same thing. Drop, drop, drop. Lift across now to the right shoulder. Lift up to the left shoulder and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Lift 4, lift 5. And just let the flow, let the momentum carry you around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we want to do the big sword finger, after this small little hip turn, like unfurling at the hip, I let my right fingers rise. Sword follow. Pick up. 1, 2, 3. Fingers, sword, finger. You want to really, I want you to see my feet. You want to really twist. 1, 2. And now I have to be very careful because this wall right behind me, and that's perfect training to keep the sword in line. You heard that? That was me not keeping it in line. 1, 2, close to my back, unfurl, twist, rise up. 1, 2, 3, twist, rise up. Facing away from you. 1, 2, 3. And you can see this is actually my fluent hand. Now I actually have it in my right hand. Well, I know you have it in your left. Wait, did I do that right? 1, 2. Oh yeah, because it's mirrored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Let's wrap this up with one single combo and then a little bit of cloud. I want to at least get us familiar with this clouding motion. But we'll do one little combo now, and next class will be all combos. So once you've done this a few times, feel comfortable with these flowers, hopefully you'll be comfortable to jump into some more complex sequences coming up for session 2. But for this sequence, it's going to just begin what we were doing, the five circle flower. 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle. Actually, it's a 4 circle. We go to this 4th circle, and we don't even do a big one. We're actually going to keep all 4 of these circles relatively small, and then end on a strike. So we're going to go 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circles small, 4 circles still pretty small, whipping around to our left shoulder, twisting our body, and then this is a lifting cut. And if I do it really fast, I'm kind of like whipping the sword out and cutting. My knees, my legs are going to do that same stance that we worked on in the beginning of class, that warm-up, that lunge. So I start knees slightly bent, high horse stance, high mabu, and then I come here. As soon as I get ready to whip this out, I descend into my lunge, and I lift up my sword. I'm simultaneously striking up and also dodging low. So the blade goes up, and my hand is twisted this way. Not locked, because I don't want to injure that, but relatively straight, relatively extended, cutting up. This is a double-bladed sword, so we can always cut one way, or cut the other way. If you do class 202, we have a lot of that. We have that down, up, cut down, cut up. I recorded that back in December, but you can always feel free. That's 6 hours. That's 3 2-hour courses. So that's where you can really work on this snappiness and have a really cool combo that comes from that. But for now, all we're doing is ba 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 ba. But yeah, what I was saying is you're gonna whip and slice up. My sword goes up. My shoulder ducks. I have, I'll show you from the other side so you can see what my left hand is doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I slice, I'm just keeping my left hand near my hip, and I'm bending down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It crosses my body and then sends out. Again, I've not really done it with my left hand. Here, I'll face you with the left hand in case you want to do it with your left hand. Same thing, but just feels a little different. Drop behind, tuck, small unfurl, small across the body, and then extend. And bending this knee. And I even could look away. I've seen, the person I learned this from, Tomo, I've learned it from following his Instagram. He looks away when he does that slice. Facing the other hand, he looks wah, which is a cool style too. Pa pa pa, pa pa, look away. Let's now do the next movement to finish up this sequence. Flower 1, flower 2, flower 3, across the body. I look left, I look away while I bend down, strike up. This is very much chest down. I do it away from you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chop. Chest is down while blade comes up. And after that, then we drop it. 1 circle, 2 circle, 3. It's going to look like this. Flower, 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 across, cut up, and then I drop it. So we had descending flower 1, descending flower 2, descending flower 3. Then we had ascending flower. When we were on our right side of our body, the sword was going down, down, chop down, chop down. As soon as we hit this unfurl and move to the left side, now we're going up. And in fact, it doesn't have to just be 3 down, 2 up. This up can be as many ups as you want. Let's do that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1 up, 2 up, 1 up, 2 up, 1 up. So the count could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And these ups, and then whenever you're ready, you just bring it back to 1, 2, 3, and then as many ups, as many uppercuts as you want. These uppercuts could be small uppercuts where the wrist stays more or less in place, or they could be big uppercuts, big, big, big. And when it's small uppercuts, it's just using our wrist to cut up. When it's big, we're carrying it with our elbow and we're leading with the tail, leading with the tail, leading with the tail, and doing this. And we could walk with this too. We'll do this in our traveling section. We can lift up. When I lift up to my left, I step with my left. When I lift up to my right, I step with my right. Getting ahead of ourselves. Just want to give you a heads up of where we're going with that. But why did I say all that? To say 1, 2, 3 drops. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drops, and then 1 big rise. Number 4, we have the rise, and normally we would do a 5th rise, but here, that 5th one is just going to be a cut. It's not going to be a sending it through, it's just stopping. But we don't want to completely stop. It's going to be more like a hit, come down, yeah? Facing away from you, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 1 rise into a rising cut, and then the cut as if it ricochets off something. It rises then falls. So that's why I brought this up. So you can see the rise, the fall. We have 1 fall, 2 fall, 3 fall, 1 rise. Oh, sorry. 1 fall, 2 fall, 3 fall, 1 rise, a rise into a slice, and then we descend. Drop it toward the back wall, drop it toward the front wall, and then a drop cut. Drop 1, 2, 3, lift 1, slice and dodge, get my body low, and then it comes back. Then I drop it here near my left knee, then I drop it here near my right leg, and then I'm gonna, let me do it fast so you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, hop, I'm gonna, as I drop, I'm also gonna pick up my knee. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, cut, drop once, drop twice, kind of run away here. From my body was low, I drop once, drop twice, I send the sword out, send the sword down while I pick up my right knee, and I also hop back a little bit. Stand back so you can really see. 1, 2, place the foot down. After I hop, place the right down. Then I'm just gonna lift up the handle, lift up both elbows, and then reach. Well, we're gonna have to wait till next class to get this reach feeling. But this is just to set you up, because I gotta go right now.